League Cup champions Liverpool 2022. We have won the Carabao Cup on penalties. Kelleher with a monster of a game. We've scored all 11 penalties. I think someone said it never happened. This is Menace and the Monk. We are talking about the amazing victory last night. We are talking about us being English League Cup champions again. But before we get started with the video, please make sure that you hit that like button. If you're new here, a subscribe would be brilliant. That's how, it's a desi football channel, and we depend on you guys for our growth. Now, talking about the starting lineup, I think that we went ahead with our strongest lineup available. Of course, Klopp had very clearly mentioned that Kelleher will start, and that's what Pep Linders also mentioned during his press conference, that he deserves this chance. And we are all obviously very very delighted for Kelleher. um, Thiago getting injured in the warm up is obviously something that we are very worried about. Till now, I have not read any news on what is the update on Thiago. I have said it previously that we need Thiago for the run in, and he's very very crucial for what happens from here on in the season. Um, but we'll talk about Thiago more. But right now, let's talk about this game. Now, I think that in the first half, it was a complete. We went toe to toe with Chelsea, and that was the theme throughout the game. Actually, I think both the teams had very good defense, but the attacks for both teams was missing, or at least some parts of the attack was missing. Obviously, Chelsea got much more clear cut chances, and there were the Kelleher had an amazing game in terms of making those saves. Chelsea missed some very easy chances, especially the one with Mount. He was directly one on one with the keeper. One he even put it past him, but it hit the bar. So we had a huge slice of luck in terms of Chelsea not finishing their chances. But I think that we were defensively very good. We were very very resolute. I think that you know. mm, our defenders usually had a good game, although I think Robbo, crossing wise, I think he was a little subpar today. But again, it's a cup game, it's a final, and we won, so I don't want to get into too much of a criticism mode. Chelsea, for obviously, I think that Mendy was on top form. He was their most important player. Um, I think that even though we won the game, Mendy is should be man of the match. He was excellent, and he was the one who kept them in the game, because these kind of games, just one goal, or maybe if it was not for Mendy, it could have easily ended 2-0, 3-0. That was possible. His saves of that shot from Van Dijk, he that double save that he made, absolutely brilliant. But one player I would like to talk about is Luis Diaz, and he was so good, so good, so good. I mean, it feels like Luis Diaz has been here for years. He just makes those runs, and he's got burners, man. Like, Premier League defenders are not going to have a good time against Luis Diaz. He is just so good. Talking about more performances, I think Chelsea did an amazing job on Salah. Salah was kept quiet throughout the game. I mean, the one chance that he got, obviously he tried to chip it over Mendy, and the ball did not cross through. I think a little more power and that would have gone in. But again, we cannot compare. A few incidents that we have to talk about. I think the red card shout with Keta. Um, I think that it would have been a clear red had Chaloba's foot not been high. But I think the fact that both the players went for the ball and both their feet were high, that was the reason Naby Keita did not get a red card. But let us know in the comment section what you think. I think Matip's goal, correct decision. There was play being impeded. Lukaku's goal, I think he was just a fraction offside. So but those things happened. Now, coming to penalties, nerve wracking, man. I mean, how do you how do you keep your calm in situations like this? And Kelleher was so cool. I mean, he just stood in the middle. Of course, he did not save any penalties. Didn't neither did Kepa. In the end, it was Kepa who ended up missing his shot. But Kelleher just stood in the middle, and all Kepa won and Kelleher won almost. They both almost save one penalty each. um, but yeah, I mean, I think our penalty takers were absolutely brilliant. The fact that uh, you know mm, the fact that our fans were cheering them on, that really helped. But yes, we have won the Carabao Cup. Um, Again, just to talk a little bit about the cup. Yeah, see, the thing is, this cup obviously comes fourth in terms of the importance. So, obviously there is the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, and the Premier League, Champions League is their importance level can change depending on who you're talking to. FA Cup comes third, but this obviously comes fourth. But this was so important for us, for our motivation, for our momentum, especially because what happened last season, how many injuries we had. And then a lot of people had written this team off, saying the Premier League was a one-off and this that. This season again, we are chasing City. City remain favorites according to me, but we are on their tails. So this will act as an excellent motivator for us to go ahead and try to make as much of the Premier League race as much as possible. But obviously, we have to keep chasing. There is a lot of football to be played before we even play City, starting with Norwich midweek. I hope for Norwich, our players get rest, because this was draining. This was really draining. 2 hours of normal time football, and then penalties, and then finals tend to make you very very tired. So, but couldn't be happier, man. This is a good Monday. This is a good start. We have won the Carabao Cup. This is Menace and the Monk signing off. Cheers, and please make sure that you like our content. If you're new here, you subscribe. Up the Reds!